Hello everyone, this is Gary from iPhone Test channel. Let's learn together to become a full stack tester. In this video, I'm going to detail the API, general search, and how to script the corresponding testing script. Let's start. The API means allow you to search for listings on TradeMe by category, by keywords, or a combination of these two. The key request fields are as below. This API needs authentication. We choose to set the request field page as 4. Which means to return the results on the 4th page. And we choose to set another request field rows as 400, which means to return the maximum number of results. The key response fields are as below. We can check the transaction's status through the count of items we fetched from the response. This is the example request and response. Let's do the scripting work. See, the request is as below. We need to send the authentication information. How to apply these 4 fields, please refer to the first video of this series. Second, to assemble the main request. Third, to code the post script to check the final status of our main API through the key response field, listing ID. Look at the code. We receive the response and fetch all the listing ID with the has buy now tag, and the buy now price is less than 20. Then we verify by the count of listing ID that we just filtered through the above condition combinations. If we fetch only one listing ID, we mark the transaction as failed. If we fetch more than 0 listing ID, we store these listing IDs to an environmental variable. Then randomly pick one listing ID from the above listing IDs. And set it to the environmental variable. For the other 2 downstream APIs, retrieve the details of a single listing and buy an auction using buy now to invoke. Then mark this transaction as passed. Finally, set the request and get the response. So we get the response, the test results passed. Also, check from the console log. We get 9 items that have the has buy now tag and buy now price less than 20. We set the price limitation is because our TradeMe sandbox environment, the account initial money is is only 5,000. And continue to get one random listing ID, set it to an environmental variable for downstream API to use. Finally, mark the transaction as passed. Then continue to enhance the script, such as parameterization, and extend negative testing cases to cover as much as possible the business scope. Till now, we have gone through the API details, so let me wrap up this video. First, we assemble the request with authentication information. Second, we set the condition combinations to filter listing ID that we wanted. Third, we pick a random listing ID from those listing IDs for later two downstream transactions to use. Finally, mark the transaction status as passed or failed. The next video will detail the API, retrieve the details of a single listing, which will need dynamic data transferred from our current API response. If you like this video or series, don't forget to click subscribe. Your encouragement would be my motivation to publish full stack testing related practices continuously. See you next time.